This episode of Gameboiz is brought to you by Laguna Motors. We make car buying easy. Why waste time with Craigslist clowns and sled lots with trailer offices? Buy with ease. Buy with confidence. Come down to beautiful South Orange County and buy from Laguna Motors. Follow us on Instagram at Laguna Motors or visit us at LagunaMotorsOC.com. That's LagunaMotorsOC.com. Let it sink in, you know?
This is a podcast version of one of those water fountains in the massage therapy things.
Yeah,
that's how you get the zone.
Oh, yeah, dude. I like that. This is perfect. Where are you going to be, Georgie Poo?
July 27th. We are doing the second annual Funny Box at the Fox. Why is that Great Dane bark like 60 years old?
Bad, right? I can't do animal noises.
It's like someone was trying to rob the house and he was like, hey, there's someone here. Never mind.
You know what we should do for an episode is play that fucking accent game.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
Utter Nonsense.
Yeah. Just the two of us. We don't even have to really play. We'll just pick
keep
two
drawing
cards. Pick the accent, pick the phrase, and just keep repeating.
I don't know why that game doesn't come out with more expansion packs.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, second annual Funny Box at the Fox Performing Arts Center, July 27th, 6 p.m. Event time start, 8 p.m. comedy show start. So there's going to be games on the patio. There's going to be some cornhole, some music. Just come on, hang out. We're going to have some snacks for you, maybe some waters, just to hang out before the show. You can check in early and get your tickets all settled so that when the doors do open, you can just walk right in. So come out. Tickets are $15 on the Eventbrite, $15 through one of the comedians, and then $20 day of. I don't know why you wouldn't just buy them now and just save $5.
So much easier.
Just way easier. You missed the early birds. They were $10 and you missed it. Just get it for $15. We sold out last year, so definitely get your tickets as soon as possible. That's pretty much my July, though. I'm focusing on that. It's tough trying to produce a whole show and then be on it and then promote
and do other stuff.
Yeah, so that's all I have for July, and then we'll go from there. Where are you at?
Word. When's this going out? Today? Tomorrow?
Probably the next 48 hours.
Okay. July 17th, whenever that is, when you're listening to this, I'll be at Bread and Barley, 8:30 in West Covina. Is West Covina or just Covina?
I don't know.
It don't matter. You'll find it. Bread and Barley on Google Maps. You'll fucking find it. 8:30. I'll be there with the Young Goats. July 20th at No Clue Brewery over there in Rancho Cucamonga with them rich white folk. That's where I'm going to be. I think that starts at 8. I highly
recommend their Mexican stout beer. It's really good. I enjoy it.
Stout. I haven't had a stout in a long time. Yeah. Stouts are good for like sweet beer. Like chocolate, and you have it with chocolate cake for a dessert.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. Or just as a liquid dessert.
Right. And then July 30th at the Ontario Improv, 6 p.m. is the open mic again. So come out, bring your friends if you want to try comedy, or if you know someone that wants to try. 6 p.m., 5:30 sign-ups. It's a good time.
Hadouken! He's on fire! Come here!
It's me! Listen!
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Gameboiz. Hi. I am George Ferrito. Sitting across from me is my co-host, Mr. William Henderson, Willie D himself.
Willie D.
Check him out at The Slim Henderson, Willie D. Today, we are talking about mobile games.
I feel like I should change my Instagram to Willie D.
We'll get Willie D to stick first.
Willie D. Comedy.
Ooh.
You dig,
might have to change it.
Fuck!
Now. And you might have to
I might actually have
to
actually go by it like that. I told you, someday I'm going to be an old black man. I'm going to get there.
You going to whittle wood like an old black man?
Yep. I'm going to have lemon heads.
Today we're talking about mobile games and a very specific mobile game. And
not even necessarily a mobile game, per se.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I guess my experience with it is mobile, and I don't recommend anything else but mobile experience. What game are we talking about, Mr. William Henderson?
We're talking about the revolution of Roblox.
Does that stand for something? It has to stand for something, right?
I don't think so, dude.
No?
I think they're just like, what we want shit that looks like Legos, like, and but we can't call them Legos, so we'll call them blocks. And then we can't just call it blocks. So
They're like, hey,
Bloxer?
how do we steal Minecraft without
Yeah.
stealing it?
it's
Yeah, for those of you that haven't played, Roblox is, I guess I would describe it, Roblox is more of a foundation for games to be designed on. So it's very simplistic, hit button, do action, collect thing.
it's more of an engine.
Yeah, Roblox is an engine. That's what I was
Then
looking
it's
for.
Roblox isn't really a game itself. It has games within it.
Yeah, you design these games, and I use design in a very loose manner.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I don't know how much effort goes into a lot of these games. Like I assume some of them people put in some effort because they're pretty well done.
Right.
But then there are others where it's like why is this here?
It's weird that it's kind of like life.
And well, yeah, there's like for the people that are listening, if you've never played, basically you go onto like the main page and then there's all these games of like I don't even know what's scenarios, environments that other people have created. So there's like obstacle courses. There are fucking like real life, quote unquote, very loosely, quote unquote, simulators where like it's like, oh, it's your birthday, go to your house and get your present. Now go play with the present, go to the store, get a drink, come back. It's like what the
And then
fuck?
there's that one you showed me where the entire game is spawn a car, crush the car,
Get money.
get money.
It's just like what kind of logic is this?
That's a great shirt. Crush the car, get money.
Crush car, get money.
Yeah.
Sell it as a Roblox shirt, dude. It'll fly off the shelves. People just buy Roblox shit.
I don't. Maybe I have seen Roblox shit.
Yes,
and-
you have.
Really?
100%.
Huh.
There's no way you haven't. Like, I mean, maybe if you haven't gone like by toy aisles, but like you've definitely
Look at me.
You're always checking out the latest
Yeah,
line of Power Ranger
You don't
toys.
think I know what the cutting edge of Hasbro has to offer with lightsabers? Come on.
I'm always going and looking for like D&D accessories down the toy aisles, but I never find anything.
I always go into the Nerf section to see what kind of new Nerf guns that are happening, and then I go into the action figure section to see if I can get like movie spoilers sometimes, because they'll have the Avengers set come out before the Avengers movie, and
Why
I'm
would
like,
you-
oh, what's going on?
Why would you want spoilers?
Because I'm a fucking nerd. Like,
You're trying to figure it out before it happens.
yeah, and I'm always wrong, and it's always because they just have extra shit. Like,
Yeah.
they'll just give you stuff that don't exist. Like, there's so many different variations of Batman that didn't exist anywhere except on a toy shelf.
Yeah.
So, and Legos does that as well. But it's always fun. They're like, oh, you have the Hulk, and then you had the Hulk in the Hulkbuster. So,
Here's the White Hulk.
yeah, there's She-Hulk.
Okay.
Here's the Asian Hulk.
Here's the Hulk in Japanese packaging.
So they have Roblox, like, figures, you're saying? Or
Yes.
is it like the little
Dude, I have some
packages
in my car because
because of work?
because of work.
Hmm.
I use them as
Are they
rewards.
like, so are they like,
like this
the
big.
avatars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's stupid is like you make your own avatar, so it's like why the fuck would I want one that's not mine?
Generic
You know? Yeah.
Roblox.
It's like that's also what game do those even come from? 'Cause I don't know.
They don't tell you, they just tell you blonde Roblox.
No, here's Roblox characters.
Roblox girl.
It's just some combination of all the pant, the leg, torso, arms, head, like all that stuff. It's just some combination of the default.
That's a
stuff.
little rude.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm sure there's a place where you can order yours, though, right? Like you designed
I'm
a game or
sure.
you played a game.
I'm sure.
It's probably a mini game, though. You have to hit the green button on the web page 19 times a minute, and then you earn
Probably.
enough credits to.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's what's weird about it is it like a lot of those games, like you were saying, like the simulator games, they give a very like false idea of the world. Especially like that car crushing one. Nobody crushes a car and gets money. I mean, unless you're insured. But it's not like a
Maybe
lot.
that game's more accurate than you thought. You're just running a chop shop. Chop shop Roblox.
Yeah. That's what they should have called that fucking game.
That game would make so much more sense if
yeah.
they did.
Yeah. God damn it.
Fucking missed opportunity.
But-
Gameboiz writing better games. That's usually how this podcast goes.
But it's like, I don't know, like drive these cars around and just crash them, and it's like, oh, but you'll be fine and you'll get money. It's like, what are we teaching these kids, you know? And then they're like, why are my kids hitting? Like, why are they running into people with their like remote control cars? It's like, because they're doing it in the game and it's fucking fun, and that's
Yeah.
what you're supposed to do. And they're not old enough or smart enough to like determine what's real and what's not.
That's a very fucking roundabout way of saying that we're old and we think that games are gonna rot kids' brains.
Some kids, yeah. Just like they did for us. Just like those kids in North Korea that died playing StarCraft. It's like, yeah, it's going to ruin some people's lives.
Yeah, but their fucking clicks per second were out of this
Dude,
world.
so high. So high.
I love watching them play and then just seeing their fingers go.
Dude, with those games, though, like, especially StarCraft, I never played StarCraft, so I like watch, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. No idea.
And they do, and they're honed into such a fine
Dude.
little, like, what? Is there anything else in your brain?
I don't understand playing games at a professional level. Like, I know how I play games, and I don't know, it feels like with video games, there's like a cap, like, of my skill level, where it's like, I don't care how much I play, I don't think I'm going to get better than there's a certain level.
Yeah. And I think you're obsessed, but you're like hobby obsessed. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
And I think it becomes, I think the format to do comedy is the format to get good at almost anything. You know, you got to do it every day. You got to put time aside in your day to do it. And for you and I, at least, we're so busy with other things. Video games is more of a release and less of a give me something kind of thing. You know, it's like, I'm going to chill, play some games now. Not like, I have to grind.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I avoid games that have like grinds now. Well, I mean, I do Red Dead, but Red Dead is more like, at least it's like open world. There's the dailies. That's really all I do in Red Dead anymore. The dailies. Yeah, because I don't even have enough time to log on and
Well,
play
not just
a
that,
decent
because the
amount of
loading
time.
screen is ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like, hey, get in a game, and then you join the game, and then somehow you didn't join the game, and you're just right back where you started after waiting through that whole fucking load screen. You're like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
I was doing a free roam challenge.
Yeah, it's very upsetting when you're like, yeah, I want to do a showdown series, and then it goes through the whole thing, and it's like, nah. Okay.
Wasted all my time. That's all I had. I had to
Yeah.
iron my shirt, and now
At
I
least,
can't play.
Yeah, at least make me, or let me, like, roam
Yeah. So,
while
I mean,
matchmaking.
and I think Roblox, like, instead of roaming, you get that homepage. I tried to scroll on it when we played, and there's just almost too much going on.
Yeah, and there's everything. Like, dude, tornado simulator. Why the fuck would you need that?
What's it like to live in Tornado Alley?
Yeah, and these kids play these games. Like, they actually play them. And they're like, whoa, this is crazy. It's a tornado.
It almost feel like it just caters to ADD in terms of gameplay.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. That, like, short attention span.
Play. I don't want to play this game anymore. Pick another one.
Yeah. And there's no save point either, so it's like there's no commitment to the game. You can just be fucking rude.
And
in those other games.
there's no, like, progression.
Yeah.
Really. Like, there's some, like, they call them the tycoon games where, like, you have an area and you start building stuff and then you get money for building stuff somehow. You don't really have to do anything except collect money and build more stuff.
Sounds like the real world.
I know, but they're.
Yeah, it is
It's
weird.
so hard to explain, like, how, like, that makes me, like, those games make me feel like it's disturbing to me.
Yeah, it feels like you're hijacking your reward system almost, and it's catered towards kids, so you're hijacking their neurological reward system before it's done being developed. So like, you realize that there's a disconnect, whereas kids are like, "Ooh, play, and then that carries through into adulthood, and then it's like play, meth, play, meth.
Probably.
So I think it's just you're old and it's gonna rot kids' brains. But this time you're right. That's
I know,
all,
dude. I know.
Is that because that's not a real behavior. At least with like more modern games, there's a progression system. You have to play. You have to.
There's a
sit
story.
through things. Yeah, there's a spine to the game, but this is just it's like a slot machine. It's all bling 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 bling. It's like dopamine only. And that's not good for you.
And dude, just like I think Roblox probably makes the most money off microtransactions.
How much? How much do you think? I think because microtransactions are a game changer at this point, and it's ridiculous that that's such a staple of the mobile world. You know, like we spend so much time on our phones essentially that's where most of the money's getting spent. And it's almost too easy to spend money on my phone. I got Amazon One Touch on my phone.
Dude, so dangerous.
Dude, do you know how often it will be dead in the restaurant and I'm just shopping? It's like, how much is in my tip bucket? Cool, I'm gonna get something real quick. Like, it's ridiculous. And so, I think that's at least with Roblox's version of microtransactions, it's an even. Not necessarily in a comedic way, but a hackier way of hacking their reward system. Instead of having to, they can skip and bypass the entire grind system built in the Roblox engine by just spending some money. And that gives, I think, kids a weird perspective on things. It's like, oh, this is hard? How much money do I have to give someone to keep going? And that's not healthy. Yeah. But then you have parents who are shitty parents who are like, here's my credit card. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because there's always like a $99 version of the microtransaction, and I'm sure there are a lot of people that hit that.
And what's weird is like, it's not like paying for like something on like Red Dead. Like I can imagine someone paying $5 for some gold bars and shit. But like with this stuff, but that's like a game that sounds like it's gonna be there. Like Roblox, it's like the kid might stop playing that game entirely. They might buy something for a game and then just not play.
That's the entire backbone of the game of the Roblox engine is that at some point you're not playing that game anymore because there's no save. There's no, when they're done, and you're right, they might not ever go back to that. So I mean, it's genius. But at what cost? You know, especially if you're making this for children, it turns into like, why are you making this for? Are you just making it to suck money out of the parents, or are you trying to teach them something?
It should be for fun. Mm-hmm. Now it's just for money.
Yeah, and that's rude.
Yeah, it is. It's rude. That's really what it is. It's just rude.
Because you do have games like Red Dead they're not necessarily trying to teach you anything, but they're offering you an experience. You know, and a full getaway from reality, where Roblox is like, you can play that while your girlfriend's trying on clothes and then end the game, and then you essentially wasted your time. Like, there's nothing to show for it.
Yeah, in a lot of games. I mean, some of the games save your progress, but a lot of them don't. And it's like, why would I keep coming back to this game?
Yeah, that for those of you who haven't played, I do recommend you just try it, just so you know, because I think it's important to know what's out there in the world. I agree. Download it, give it a go. Because
Car Crushers 2.
Car Crushers 2 is pretty dope. It is. I have to admit, William Henderson caught me playing Superhero Tycoon one time. I was just playing Red Dead, and he was like, dude, are you for real playing Roblox right now?
It's like, the only reason I knew though is because I was playing Roblox then, so.
So there are some fun time killers, but I go in knowing that like I'm wasting my time.
Yeah. Like I only play like at work with the kiddos.
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's how I found out about it, really.
Yeah. I was playing because I wanted to see if there was like a threshold in terms of like, do you grind for so long and then the game becomes like a different experience, you know? But it doesn't.
That Car Crushers game, once you make enough money and you unlock all the cars, you pay for tokens, and it's like prestige. So you like start over.
Oh, cool.
And then as you go on again, you get more cars. Like they'll be like, oh, this one you have to have 3 tokens. So you have to do it 3 times over.
Yeah.
Kid I work with has done it 4. He has 4 of 4 tokens. It's just like, he's like, how much money do I have? Like, he's got like $3 trillion. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how much do you play this game? It's not okay.
That's all he does.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's when, technology is the babysitter. That's not okay. But
Nah, and then you have parents like, I don't like him playing all the time. It's like, all right, don't let him.
well, he doesn't shut the fuck up.
Well, that's the side effect. You know? I don't know what to tell you.
I don't. Yeah, when I played Superhero Tycoon, it's interesting of a game because you're building a square kind of housing for your superhero. You pick a superhero theme. You buy weapons while there's like an automatic money printer basically that you're building a home around.
You're a superhero that's making fake money.
Yeah, you're super domestic. And you're making, you're
maybe forger.
Maybe at the end of the game, it turns out you're a bad guy, and you've been counterfeiting.
That would
bills,
be incredible.
And all the other Roblox people are the real superheroes, and that's why they keep trying to attack you.
Whoa, dude! I don't think that's the case at all.
Yeah, you're right, but I think that would be cool. Anyway,
there's a 0% chance that that's the case.
You collect money, you buy weapons, you build stairs, and then you build walls. Those are like your objectives, and once you've accomplished that to the max, you build another floor and do it again at a higher cost.
Uh-huh.
And I did that 3 times, and I was like,
okay.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah. And then you go in the next time thinking like, all right, maybe I'll go to the 4th level now. And then it's just gone. And you're like, what? Huh?
Yeah. You closed it. You went to text someone else. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that part.
So
fucking crazy.
There's no reward. All the rewards are in game. All the rewards for that game are you cannot take it from the phone or platform you're playing it on and really do anything with it.
I think Roblox is one of the most streamed games online.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
People are fucking weird.
They'll just watch videos of people playing Roblox. Dude, YouTube streamers are amazing. Have we had an episode just about like YouTube streamer? Like,
I don't think so.
We should talk about them someday because they're an interesting folk.
Yeah, I watched some streamer, and it is you bring up a good point that YouTube streamers are very interesting because they're different from Twitch streamers in terms of like just
they edit their shit and it makes it a completely like different thing. And again, you can see how it's just like hijacking reward systems. It's just like bam, and then they're like they know how long they can go without like before they need to make an edit where fucking shit happens, and then they come back to like what's going on, and they all talk like this. Okay, guys, here we go. We're gonna go, and it's always like high up, and it's just
that's that JoJo Siwa bullshit,
dude.
Fucking I hate her.
And driving cars. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Oh, whoa! Did you guys see that? That was crazy. We flipped the car. Oh my god! It's just like, it's anxiety inducing, dude.
Yeah, it's
tiring. I'm tired after that.
Yeah, it is exhausting because your body's not supposed to, your brain's not supposed to just keep hitting that rev limiter. Like, you gotta slow it down. You gotta stop once in a while. You're gonna blow your engine out.
And I don't know, like, if those YouTube streamers, like, I just don't know how you have enough time to play games for the amount of time that they do and edit the videos and upload them. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's their job too. So
yeah, I would love to have that kind of time where like my job and my career and my passion are kind of all in one activity.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. And not
failing.
Go broke. I think we're doing all right.
You think you're doing all right?
I think we're all doing all right. We all have those lulls in our comedy career. Is comedy kind of hijacking the system? You know? Because we are...
Well, yeah, of course, but we're not doing it for microtransactions.
We're doing it for macro transactions for fucking IRL money.
But we offer an experience.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Well, we don't, but some comics do.
I think we do. I think everyone has their favorite, maybe not favorite, but some people that they enjoy watching because they bring a different experience than the other comedians do. So, you know,
that's
you do.
Dude, that's why Joe Coy is so big. His shows are a fucking experience, dude.
Yeah.
So,
and he does a good job of making you.
it feels like a unique show.
Yeah, that show not just feels like that it's a special. Like that's the show for that night and that night only.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
So that's so cool.
Yeah.
How do you do that,
I
Joe
don't
Coy?
know, man.
Hey, talk to us,
Joe Coy,
Joe.
hit us up,
just
dude.
let us know your secret.
We'll join you on the koi pond. You can you can tell us everything.
We can be your little koi fish.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is the problem of hijacking the system the disconnect? Like that it's bolstering not real pathways, I guess? Because you want people, biologically speaking, to develop into normal people.
Right.
You want them to have to go the traditional ways. But, I mean, how do you grow if you just keep doing the same thing? You know,
Well,
what makes Roblox and hijacking the system that way inherently bad?
Because it's on purpose now. I think back when Mario came out, and it was just like, oh, it's a fun game. Like it wasn't like they weren't like
and
trying
no one was
to
doing that before either.
Right.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to get like, okay, like how can we get people to spend 6 hours a day and spend $20 every couple weeks on this kind of thing. Like they were just like, let's make a game and let's give it to people. It'll be fun. They can try to beat it.
What's it about? A plumber.
A
Cool.
plumber.
Were you guys fixing
What happened?
toilets? Nope.
A lizard stole his bitch. He's mad. I don't know.
So
And there's a bunch of Italian dudes.
do you have to beat the lizard? No, you're collecting coins. You're going to pay him off. This is extortion and blackmail. So
Yeah, it's really a mob story when you think about it. 'Cause
The Italians.
Goombas, you know? I'm just saying, dude. It's really racist when you think about it. Those Japanese, dude, they're not as clean cut as you think. You know?
No, I mean, and that's what I think that's my favorite part about Japanese culture is there's two sides of it, and two sides of it are very open and acknowledged.
There's like the public view, and then there's like the what the fuck. You
yeah,
know? Like-
yeah, but everyone knows about both sides, so it's not like people can claim ignorance. They're like, yeah, the Yakuza, that's
There's
yeah.
nobody in the middle of the spectrum in Japan. They're either on one side or the other, just extreme. Whatever you do, it's fucking extreme.
And even the extremists though, they have there's lines they won't cross. Like those sleeve tattoos that end at the sleeves, I think those are dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Like they that end sharp, like it's not.
Holy
wow, that was
fuck,
loud.
That was loud.
Oh my god, Skype's trying to open up and listen to us. Hey, stop it, dude.
Stop, Microsoft.
But those tattoos that cut off.
They do that for a reason?
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
the reason?
It's so that when you wear your traditional garb or your business clothes, you're not exposed. Because
That's what I would do.
Yeah, but part of the Yakuza is the requirement of tattoos. It's kind of a you're not only committing your mind, you're also committing your body to the cause, you know?
Right.
So they have to get tattoos, but they end like so that you can leave your shirt unbuttoned and your body tattoos still don't show. And I think those are badass because one, that means you've definitely killed people.
Yeah.
But two, you probably kill those people with a sword. Like
or your bare hands.
they regularly like it's a symbolic thing because the Yakuza sees themselves as like of the people of like samurai descent. So like they'll commit hits with katanas.
Classic gang mentality.
They're ninjas, and I'm like, that's cool.
That is cool. It is cool. That's the thing.
It's illegally cool.
It is.
And then you have fucking those Sony people making technology on the up and up,
Mm-hmm.
sort of, because Japanese culture is so ingrained that it's almost impossible to own a big business like that, have it based in Japan, and not be affiliated with the Yakuza in some way.
Really?
Yeah.
So how did Sony pull it off?
I don't think. I bet they don't. I bet.
You're probably right.
Yeah, I bet they have some of the businessmen that's like missing a finger, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because that's a thing too. So
yeah. Excuse me, people. I want to see all of your extremities.
yeah,
I'm curious.
You start every workday by holding your hands up. You know what's cool though, and I guess this is Japanese Culture Day, and a lot of like big companies in Tokyo, because everyone's so concentrated, but because the Asian culture is so like unity kind of thing, they will take time before their workday to stretch as
Good for them.
as a group,
They
as
should.
a team.
We should all do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Americans would hate that.
No, yeah. You're forcing me to stretch?
Yeah. Fuck that, dude. I would hate that. If I was an employee and went into fucking Claim Jumper and they're like, all right, we're going to do our stretches. I'd be like, dude, just let me wait my tables. Right?
Sign me in. Let me go.
Fuck you. I just tucked my shirt in.
But I think it's cool. I think it's cool that you can get so many people to kind of silently commit to that kind of thing. You know, because, I don't know. Asian culture is just so different than American culture. Yeah. They're so respectful and introspective.
Yeah.
That,
but at the same time, dude, they're freaks.
Yeah. That's that's why they're the best people, you know?
Yeah. But they know how to, like, keep it inside.
Yeah.
You know, they keep it down.
Yeah, and then when the freak comes out, the freak comes out.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
mean, pressure
but
makes
it's
diamonds.
Appropriate times. You know, they know when to fucking let loose.
Yeah. They're like, hey, what are you into? Octopuses fucking my girlfriend in space in a giant robot. Is there slime? No, just
cool.
semen.
We're gonna go to the aquarium.
I just want to know if you wanted something from the grocery store. But cool, dude.
So calamari.
So we're having seafood tonight. Got it.
All right.
Got it, Takashi.
Could have just told me.
Who made Roblox? Do we know what country developed it? Because it seems like an American thing. Or a Russian thing, like they were trying to hack the Americans. They're like, we'll make game. What do we do in this game? They'll click button. And what? Well, they'll figure it out. Like, they'll make their own shit and hack them.
David Bazucki. B-A-S-Z-U-C-K-I.
B-A-S-Z-U-C-K-I? That sounds like...
Yeah, founder. Him and Eric Castle.
Oh. Eric Castle sounds like he should be out of a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
And the first guy sounds like his Dutch supervillain.
Bazuki.
Castle.
Yeah.
Castle, nice to see you again. Welcome to Roblox.
Welcome to Roblox.
I heard a rumor that the treadmill was originally made as a torture device.
I think I heard that too.
I don't know how true it is, but maybe that's what the Russians are making Roblox for. They're like, we'll make them play this in solitary. You know? Just...
You have... put you in a room, like, hey, you can play Roblox if you want.
Yeah,
like, no!
3 weeks in, he's just shaking, ready to snap the iPad, going, there's something wrong with this game. There's something, I just don't get it. This is not normal.
They just power your internet off every so often, so it just resets your shit.
You start using your fingernails to carve Roblox into the wall. Gross.
Okay. The treadmill has its origins as a torture device in Victorian prisons.
What a great spin on it, you know? They were like, hey man, let's put 90 of these in a building and charge people to come out.
That was before they realized exercise was good for you.
Well,
they just put those people on there and they just got yoked as shit, broke out.
I don't think fitness was such a big deal back then, you know, especially with all the unprocessed foods, the amount of poor people that existed. I think
fitness back in the day was probably a negative thing. If you go back far enough.
Oh, you mean how like fat people are rich people? Like, if you have abs, it's not cool?
Like, I don't know, back in, like, with, like, Socrates, it was, like, intelligence was more important than, like, being big and strong.
Well, they were the same in Socrates'
I thought it was
times.
like...
No, yeah, like, when all of your philosophers, like, they always get portrayed as, like, pudgy, sit around, think a lot, but... Their belief was very
I never think of anybody in that era as being pudgy.
That's true.
Like, how can you be back? You don't have bread.
But you look at like paintings and stuff. They're also not like built like Greek gods. You know,
no, but they're in shape.
They're not soft, but they're not. Yeah, a lot of them had abs, but I don't think that was by choice. There's a lot of homeless people with abs.
That's true.
So, but
I think I should just starve myself.
I am. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, so they're very much so like classic Victorian era of like, if you're a warrior, you should also be able to dance. If you're smart, you should also be strong. Like, your mind and your body have to be at the same level to have that level of like cohesion to really perform.
I've been feeling like that with comedy since I got fat. I just like felt off.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
not
no.
just me. Because when I get lazy and I get sad and my comedy starts to fall off, I'm also getting fat and not doing anything.
Yeah, and it's hard because it's like you like get fat and then you start sucking at comedy, so you eat more, so, and then you're like, fuck going to the gym, I just fucking suck, and then it's just like depression. It just cycles. It's a vicious cycle. So
It
if
really
you don't
is.
break it, yeah.
You've been going to the gym more then?
I went to the gym last night.
That's you breaking yourself
I
one
ran
time.
2 miles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I was gonna run this morning, instead chose to wash my car.
it's not the same on a treadmill though.
It's definitely not.
It was rough. Like the last quarter mile was hard-ish. I ran at like 11.5-minute pace.
Nice.
But it's like the first like mile and a half, I was like, pfft. I was just coasting,
Yeah.
just running, just step after step.
Just moving your feet.
Yeah. When you start doing the elliptical more, dude, that's where it's at.
Oh, I hate the elliptical.
Really?
It's so hard.
Dude, Planet Fitness has these fucking, they're called arc trainers, and they're basically like a mix between a stair stepper and an elliptical. It's the most ridiculous workout I've ever had in my life.
I think I'm just gonna go run behind my house.
I enjoy running.
I don't like saying I do.
It's
but
too hot out, though.
This morning was perfect run weather.
Yeah.
When I woke up, like 6:30, it was chilly. It was chilly enough where like you'll be cold for the first 3 minutes of your run, and then you'll warm up, and then you're
You know,
sweat.
I'm realizing that waking up isn't that bad, like 5-6 minutes after you get up. Like once you're up, now you're up.
Yeah.
Then you're not tired anymore. It's just like that first, like getting up and like starting to move is really difficult.
I agree. And what the difficult part for me is that like I'm blind when I wake up in the morning, you know? So I can't necessarily open my eyes and just let the world come into focus. So my brain has difficulty turning on in the morning because I can't see anything. It's like it's like I'm still asleep. It's kind of feels like my eyes are they should just basically be closed. That's as useful as they are when I first wake up. So I just keep them closed sometimes and go back to bed. And it makes me very lazy. But
Yeah.
if I set up my morning the right way, then the morning's probably my favorite part of the day. You know, if I've already have coffee on a delay, and I'm already dressed to go running or to take my girl to the train or something, once those decisions have already been made for me, it's like, oh, I don't have to think. All right, get up, put my contacts in, and then the world kind of just comes together.
Yeah.
But that also requires me going to bed early, which is difficult.
Yeah. I've always been a night owl.
Yeah, especially with like the career of choice we have.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And because my girlfriend works during the day, and I basically work all night. So I get home, she's asleep or about to go to bed. We don't really talk or anything. And,
Good relationship.
Yeah, it's amazing. Fucking. Did it sound like I was complaining? Hang on, let me rewind. I work 4 days a
We never talk to each other.
Yeah, but it can cause problems, like in terms of sleep. Like it does cause problems doing comedy and trying to live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to bed at 2:00. I'm not waking up at 5 to go running.
Yeah, I often think about the stuff that I could get done if I didn't do comedy, but that's just not.
That's not an option.
It's not an option.
Yeah. Oh well,
It's
I got to
just-
figure out a way
just-
around it.
It's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. The goal is to figure out how to just work less. That's the goal.
Yeah.
I think we're getting there, though. I mean, we all seem to be going in the right direction, I hope, and statistically speaking, one of us will make it, and hopefully we can ride each other's coattails into the wind, a la
right.
Adam Sandler. I'll be your fucking
Alan Covert.
I'll be the Rob Schneider of the group. I don't
love
care.
Alan Covert, dude.
Love? That's strong. Why?
I every time I've see him in a movie, I enjoy him. Grandma's Boy, all the characters in those old Happy Madison movies, they're
Yeah.
all funny. He's always good.
They're all the same dude, you know, for the most part.
So what?
Adam Sandler should be credited for the first multiverse for just having the same guy in everything.
Dude, it's brilliant. It's so cool to like. I don't know how much of those guys were like friends before all that shit, but he clearly like used them from the beginning and just was like, it's just like, why would we use anybody else?
Yeah. It's like, I know a guy that can do that perfectly, how I want it as well.
Yeah. And we get along great.
Yeah.
So
That must be so fun.
it must be so
like,
fun.
Just because, I mean, production's probably 6 to 8 weeks, you know, you guys. But
Imagine being on the set of The Longest Yard, dude. Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, Joey Diaz, Burt Reynolds, fucking, it's just, what's the
Nelly.
the yoked guy? Fucking Terry Crews.
Terry Crews, yeah.
Fuck, dude. That would have been the most fun of your whole life. Dude, somebody give me a Diet Coke. Fuck, dude. That would have been just to be a fly on the wall, you know? God damn.
Yeah. I forgot, Joey Diaz was also in Spider-Man.
He was?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Spider-Man 2, I think, where, Spider-Man stops the train with the webs and they bring him back in, and then I think the Green Goblin, maybe it's Doc Ock, they're all so jumbled, comes in, and then Joey Diaz comes up and he's like, "You mess with him, you mess with all of us."
That's Joe. I didn't realize that was
He
Joey.
looks so
That's
young
so
there,
funny,
too.
Dude. He's been around.
Yeah, and it's cool, but, like, could you imagine just showing up with your friends, just hanging out for 6 to 8 weeks, getting paid? Some big white executive gave you all money to hang out, smoke weed, and shoot skits, basically.
I know, dude. It'd be so fun.
That sounds like a fucking blast. Like,
And not only that, like, especially like when you're at their level, that you're like, okay, we know we can do this. Let's just enjoy it.
Yeah, just a group of people that's like, yeah, we all know we're funny. Let's have a good time.
Dude, imagine being Adam Sandler and he's like, goes to Netflix and he's like, I want to make 8 movies. And they're like,
4 of them are going to be in Hawaii.
He's like, okay. And they go, what are they about? He's like, I don't know yet. He's like, we'll figure it out.
You know what's
And they're
cool?
like, hard sell, but I'm in.
But I bet a good selling points for, you know, even if it's not a Happy Madison production, it is a Happy Madison production. You know, like if Adam Sandler's involved in it, he's still.
I mean, it's still technically Happy Madison. It's just.
But I'm saying,
Netflix.
yeah, when Netflix is doing it, it's not Happy Madison making the production happen and everything. Netflix is basically footing the bill, is what I'm saying. And I bet a good sell for Adam is like, hey, you know what you don't have to do? Casting. Like, I bet that saves so much money. You don't need 4 executives getting paid to sit down.
But I could see them being like, we'll take care of it. We just want money. You know what I mean? Like, we can do it. We've done it our whole lives, pretty much.
Yeah. That'd be cool if we could do that with the buddy system.
Yeah, it would be, huh?
The unintentional result of the buddy system. How do we get famous? Is this what we do?
Just keep going, dude. We just need to say something controversial.
We do that all the time, and no one gives a shit. We do that 4 nights a week. No one gives a fuck about us.
Nobody puts it on YouTube, though. We need somebody to complain about us.
That happens all the time, too.
But, like, publicly. On, like, a big public forum. And
I
somebody
guess.
famous.
Sometimes other comedians complain about us on a public forum.
Rose McGowan needs to retweet it.
As long as she wears that dress again. That dress that wasn't a dress. It was more like beads.
Frankly, I don't even know who that is.
No?
I just know the name.
She was Marilyn Manson's girlfriend for a little while in the 90s, and then she wore like the first controversial dress. It was just beads, and you could see like it wasn't a dress. Like I was gonna say, it was more beads that cover the adult section in a video store and less curtain. Like you could just see everything.
Nice.
And yeah, she was also in Charmed. You don't know who Rose McGowan?
I don't think so. I don't know what Charmed is either.
Those 3 white bitches that were witches.
Why the fuck would I watch that, dude?
Because they were hot.
I feel like my sister might have watched it, but I have no idea.
It was cool. I watched Buffy the Vampire
She
Slayer,
watched Sabrina, and she watched Saved by the Bell. I don't know, dude. I don't remember a whole lot of my childhood.
What did you watch as a kid then?
Cartoons, Scooby-Doo,
Like
Rocket Power.
original Scooby-Doo or like Scooby-Doo meets the Globetrotters?
I mean, that is original Scooby-Doo.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's part
Is
of it.
though?
That was made by the original animation team, bro.
I guess, but those were no, they were because like what's that publishing house that made all those classic cartoons? Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, they made all of them, and it was the same house. But they also always had very specific eras in terms of.
The Globetrotter episode was great.
They've had more than one
movie. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, or I think
however many there are, they're all awesome. The Harlem Globetrotters with the Goo Girls. That was great. Fantastic.
The Harlem Globetrotters are the original N1 mixtape tour.
The Harlem Globetrotters and the Goo Girls is the next porno on Pornhub.
It's already a porno
It's
on
gotta
Pornhub.
be.
They're on number 3.
I thought about it, so it exists. It's there already. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. No, I watched the original Scooby Doo. I watched Scrappy Doo.
Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
Scrappy was dope.
Did you watch Looney Tunes as a kid?
Yes.
Looney Tunes and who else was there? There was another.
Hey Arnold.
Dude, ever since I saw Hey Arnold, I was like, you're not wiring that into your fucking attic yourself. That remote control couch that would pop out. Like, you didn't do that on your own. You fucking football
isn't
head.
Isn't his grandpa savvy?
No.
No, you're right. He's
Plus,
not.
it's not even a load-bearing ceiling. Like, that would come crashing down. You have a full-length couch and a pulley system.
But every time you saw it, you were like, I want that room.
No, for sure, and I'm sure someone has it somewhere. That would be amazing.
A replica?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I always wanted to be one of those kids that were like poor and they'd get their house redone, and I wanted like a themed bedroom.
We should start playing the lottery.
I do once in a while when I have extra cash.
How much is it for? I don't even know how the lottery works. I don't know how to buy a ticket.
I usually.
I'm one of those people where like I get anxiety about things that I've never done, so I just don't do them.
I usually just play the Powerball. It's the simplest, and it is the quickest way to throw away your money. But again, if you're gonna throw away your money anyway, why not go big or go home?
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Powerball's where it's at usually. I'll spend maybe $20, and so it's $2 a line. And
how much? When do they start putting in the papers? Like, at what money is it like a big deal?
I
Like
don't
when
know.
it hits like 500 mil.
People have won big ones though and haven't disclosed, I believe. I don't know if they're still allowed to do that, but
For the record, if I hit the lottery, dude, leaving tomorrow. I'm just going somewhere.
I wouldn't tell anyone. If I had the option,
I would. I'd put it on Facebook. Like, you can all suck my dick. Like, go fuck yourselves. Anybody that ever talks shit to me, I don't even know. I would go on a rant, dude.
No, but
and then
think
I would
about it,
delete
like-
my Facebook. I'd throw my phone out the window. Fucking go get a new iPhone XLR, TR, whatever the fuck they're at.
you'd call up Apple, be like, "Hey, what's in R&D right now? I'll buy it."
I would drive to San Jose. Well, no, I wouldn't. I'd get a TomTom GPS, drive to San Jose.
You'd
'cause
get
I
a
wouldn't know how to
Tesla.
fuck to get. Yeah, I'd get a Tesla. I'd call Elon Musk before I threw my phone, and I would say, "Hey, man, I just hit the lottery. Give me a Tesla. I'll pay for it, but give me one."
And he'd tell you yes, and his weirdest, yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah, you can have it in like 8 months.
He's the weirdest, nerdiest, hippie sounding dude I've ever seen in my
He's
life.
great.
He's so.
He's the savior. He's the anti-Antichrist.
I mean, yeah. Or the Antichrist. He develops the black hole that engulfs
All
the
the
world.
artificial life that takes over.
Yeah, it's his fault.
It's fine. It's gonna happen.
No, I wouldn't tell anyone. We're so different.
Oh, dude. I'm going crazy. I'm buying crazy shit, dude.
I think I wouldn't tell anyone, but I wouldn't be like too discreet about it. Like if you and I were at dinner and I'd be like, I'd throw my card down, and then by the third time you'd be like, dude, how much money do you make? And I'd be like, don't worry about it.
And then, you'd just be like, yeah, I got a good job, you know.
Yeah, or you'd be like, hey George, do you know any place I can fix my car? And I was like, what kind of car do you want? Like, what?
Yeah, you want to
Like,
go down? You want to go down to the lot?
I wouldn't be subtle, but I wouldn't outright tell anyone.
Let's go look at cars, and then I'd be like, oh, I like this one, and you'd be like, all right, you just pull out a wad of single dollar bills.
No, they'd be like, do you want that on your tab, Mr. Farito? Yes, please.
Dude, imagine that on a tab. It's a fucking auto insurance. Oh god, that'd be so.
Thanks
funny.
for coming. Same time next week? I don't know. Probably. I think Aaron Chase has a taillight out. We might need to buy him a Porsche.
Yeah, dude. I'd do like a condo downtown LA. It's like 5 bedrooms or some shit. I don't even know if that exists. I'd make it exist.
You'd buy the whole floor of a building.
Yeah.
You're like, this is now my house.
This is mine. The hotel, the
Knock
top
down
floor,
some walls.
The top floor in the hotel is mine. And
Yeah, we'd have a buddy system building if I hit the lottery.
Yeah. I'll just invite all my fucking friends
Yeah.
to just come live.
But I wouldn't tell anyone. I can't believe you'd be so loud about it.
Dude, you know what's funny? Is like, I have friends in Michigan that if I were to hit the lottery and like be like, hey dude, come out here and just live with me, they'd be like, no. Like, because like moving away is like so crazy for some people.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's weird, man. I don't know. Some of them have relationships, but I'd be like, leave them.
I think it's just fear. I don't
Leave them.
or bring them. I don't fucking
Nope,
care.
leave them.
Hey, I got one ticket.
Leave your life, dude. That's what I did. That's what you have to do if you want this money.
I guess. Yeah, I left my life too. That's not as common as it used to be.
No.
Like, that's crazy when I talk to people and they're like, yeah, I lived here my whole life. I'm like, what?
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 I know, like, aren't you bored? I mean, I get it here. It's so nice here. It's perfect here. Why would you go anywhere else? You have everything you could ever need in Southern California.
I guess. But, like, when they say I've lived in this city my whole life, you know? Like, definitely go somewhere else.
When I hear people haven't, like, traveled outside Southern California, that's when I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. It's also... You're not wrong when you say, like, everything is so nice here. You know, do you have to travel? There's no weather, like...
Go to L.A.,
yeah.
Go to the mountains. Like, you don't even have to go on the other side of the mountains. just go.
Yeah, and then drive 3 hours and you can be in the middle of the desert. It's crazy. There's so many different temperate zones in California.
You literally have all the climates.
Do they? Do we have them all? Everything except
no.
like a tundra
Antarctica,
or something.
Antarctica. It's Arctic. Whatever, dude. Antarctica. Shut up.
Yeah, Hawaii has all the temperate zones, all the climates. There's rain. Yeah, that's what California doesn't have is rainforest, I think.
Word. Yeah, we got those fucking sequoias though.
Yeah, I want to go see. I haven't seen those.
I've never been up there either.
I mean, I've been up there. Let's do comedy in the woods. Is that a thing?
Comedy in the woods. Do it under a sequoia tree.
We just do it at a campground.
Just fucking in a tree. That's what I want. You know, just carve a tree. It's the buddies.
Those exist, right? The ones like that you have to like drive through.
There's one.
Is there only one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's a big ass tree.
They're all big ass trees.
Yeah, but I don't think all of them are that big.
Oh.
I think there's only a handful that are that big.
Oh, you're ruining my life now. I thought it was like a fucking
like that tree, that picture that you see. That's there's one.
That is the tree.
That's the picture. Oh. Like there's people take the same picture.
Do you know? I think in the Battle of Endor in Empire Strikes Back, they shot in the redwoods in NorCal.
Interesting.
Yeah. So none of that is a stage. Those big ass trees, are just big ass trees.
I think the redwoods is what the road is through, not a sequoia. I think that's what I said. That's what I was saying.
You know what? Toyota's missing is an opportunity to drive a sequoia through it, and then talk about their 5-star safety rating, tougher than a tree.
Yeah.
Just giving them PR ideas at this point, and just feeding them things. I did look some stuff up though in terms of video games that I did want to bring up.
Okay.
Today, actually,
fuck Roblox. Fuck
Roblox, dude. It's hijacking my system and my podcast. I'm not okay with it.
It's not a real game. Can we say that?
Yeah.
It's not a real game.
It's the Roblox engine. I like that you called it that. I've been struggling to figure out what I'm going to call it, and that was the word I was looking for.
It's an annoyance.
The Roblox annoyance.
Yeah.
Today is Prime Day.
Ooh.
Amazon Prime Day. So if you're a Amazon Prime member, you have a gang of deals that come up. I think over the next 48 hours. But you also don't have to pay for Prime. If you have a .edu account, you can sign up as a student for 6 months for free.
Really?
Yep. For free.
Interesting.
So that's a good one. That's a life hack for you. And then you can also do you can sign up for a 1-month trial as well. So you can get a free month basically just for signing up as a current subscriber of Amazon Prime. So I recommend Prime, even if you just shop. If you're like, that's too much money, the convenience alone that it offers in terms of like, oh, I need this tomorrow or I need this by Monday. Click, it's there, it comes to your door. It's just so good.
Yep.
I love technology.
Yeah, dude. Amazon's amazing.
I can't wait till they drop stuff off via drone.
Dude,
That's going to be so fun.
I have a back porch. I just want them to fucking right into the back porch.
Yeah, dude, if I have to sign up to beta test net drops for you, holler. Like, I'm okay with that.
Cool.
So for Prime Day, there's a bunch of video game deals. Some good Amazon deals. You can get $25 in Amazon gift cards, get $5 back. Basically, I would say that's the holiday special of gift cards. When between like summer and December is if you buy $25, you usually get $5 or $10 of like store credit. That seems to be the thing now. But I've already committed to the Nintendo Switch Lite, so I'm not going to buy this next one, but it sounds like a good deal.
Let's talk about that. Should we save that for next episode?
No, we can talk about the Lite at the end of this. But I was going to say, you can get a Nintendo Switch for $300. I think that's a little cheaper than market right now, and you still get $35 store credit, which means you can use that to buy a free game. But the Nintendo Switch Lite, I've already spent my money. How
much is it again? What's the price?
I don't want to misquote.
Is it $299
right now? It might be $199.
$299 might be a little steep.
The Switch Lite is it's basically the PS1. In every console, there's a lifespan, and the lifespan usually goes the first gen of hardware, and then they'll give you a pro version of that as a second gen, and then the third gen is usually it slims down.
Compact.
The compact. So the original PlayStation had the PS1 that had that screen that was also attached to it. It was the first portable PlayStation you could play in the car. Had one. It was dope. I played Metal Gear Solid on it. It was amazing. So they're making a Nintendo Switch version. They're on their Lite. It's a giant Game Boy, basically. The Joy-Cons don't disconnect. It's a slightly smaller screen, but I think with that comes better battery. So you get that, and
like you said, it's a Game Boy Advance on steroids.
Oh yeah. If you put TRT into the USB cable, you get this motherfucker, because I'm looking for the specs. I was reading it and I was like,
it looks heavy duty, dude.
Yeah, like, it's solid. It's there. Oh, there it is. 3.6 inches tall, 8.2 inches long, and that's just my dick.
Mm-hmm.
And a 5.5-inch screen. I think the original one, the screen's like a little over 6 inches, and this is edge to edge, so it's corner to corner. So it's smaller, but not that much smaller.
Yeah.
But you also get a chunkier battery out of that, because it's just, that's where all your shit goes. I'm looking for price. I can't find price, but I do want. I want to say it's $199, which is in the ballpark of like, oh, you know what? On a good night, I think I can make that.
It's reasonable.
Yeah. So I'm so sold. I get to play Pokemon again. I'm gonna play
Super Smash,
Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So, and Zelda was usually the game that made me buy things. Like, I bought a Game Boy Advance when I saw that the new Seasons and Time game was coming out. I bought that shit. So
I like Nintendo as a company because they still make it like for kids, clearly. For the most part, like most of their games are like kids could play.
I would say Nintendo is family friendly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
it's like the Walmart
for kids. I guess it's the quality.
It's
Walmart,
the Walmart
though.
of. Walmart doesn't sell like uncensored CDs,
which is dumb.
Which is super dumb. They sell R-rated movies, but it's stupid. But dude, I almost bought a slip. I almost made the mistake of buying a Slipknot CD there once. It was like in the $4 bin. It was like their original CD, and I was like, oh fuck, that's a good deal. So I just grabbed it real quick, and then I was in line, and I was like, oh, wait, I'm in Walmart. And I just put it on the bubble gum.
I think I bought a CD from Walmart right before that policy went into action.
Really? Because I've always remembered it being like that. I don't ever remember them selling.
I think I got a Blink-182 CD, their first one, when they still had like a different drummer before Travis Barker. I think it was like...
They never had a different drummer.
Yeah, they did.
I don't think so,
yes,
dude.
Yes, they did.
I don't think so,
I
dude.
will put money on it.
Okay.
Because his name was Scott Rayner. And I think he only did one album with them. I want to say it was Cheshire Cat, but
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I believe it was a
The only one I know of Blink, their first album was Enema of the State, wasn't it?
No. Because Enema of the State and Dude Ranch came out at the same time. But Cheshire Cat, fuck, I'll look it up. Blink 182. Fuck, I hope I'm right now. You're making me second guess myself, but yeah. All right, Cheshire Cat is a debut studio album of Blink 182, released February 7th, 1995. Guitarist Tom DeLonge, bassist Mark Hoppus, and I wanted to say Hoppus and bassist at the same time, and drummer Scott Rayner.
And then they were like, all right, we need a better drummer.
Yeah, kind of. I think in their book they said something about like Scott had to went to school or something. Like he was like,
yeah, that's usually what they say.
He wasn't in it. He was just there. It was kind of like I'm just drumming for these guys.
That worked out for them because Travis Barker was, in my opinion, the reason
the right call. Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's the reason that they got so big.
Absolutely. He's actually played. So have you listened to Blink 182's their live album, the Mark, Tom, and Travis show?
No.
Oh, it's fucking dope. It's my favorite Blink 182 album because it's a concert and it's their greatest hits, and Travis plays stuff from Cheshire Cat that he wasn't on, and he plays it so much better. So much better. Leaps and bounds better.
I'll have to check it out. I've never listened to that album.
Yeah, it's great.
I didn't realize it was like a live album. I just thought that was the name of the album.
No, it's live. There's those little quips in between that they do in the concert between Mark and Tom.
I've never seen them live. I wish.
Yeah, I wish I would have before I realized Tom DeLonge was a crazy person.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see him now either.
I can't support it. Like, I followed them.
Well, they don't even have the original lineup anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I followed them into like Angels and Airwaves and Plus 44 and Boxcar Racer. Like, I was just a big fan of them, because separately they're all still very talented. Musicians. It's amazing.
Yeah. Travis Barker was fucking... Dude, he did that Soulja Boy cover. Did you ever see that?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude, it's so good.
Just watching him play.
He's so good.
I'm like, dude, I am so tired.
Dude, some of the shit he does in his songs, it's like, just listening to it, as a drummer, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, how many feet do you have?
It doesn't make sense, dude. Like, I don't understand how he does what he does.
I have a new appreciation for drummers now that, like, Bill Burr's got a good way of describing drumming to like the layman, and then the complexities of it, and then now I hear those things, and not as well, I'm sure, but I'm more aware of it, I guess, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how do you...
Travis Barker is literally on another level, like, especially when it comes to bands like that, like pop punk bands. They're generally pretty run of the mill, but I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he does so much extra that it's like, well, you didn't have to do that, but...
Yeah, he still makes it like it's still expression for him.
Right.
And you're right. A lot of bands have just a drummer.
Yeah.
But Blink had Travis Barker.
Yeah, dude.
That's how good you are. He doesn't say anything in any of the songs, and everyone knows.
Exactly. How many drummers do you know?
That's
the name
amazing.
Of Meg White.
Yeah. There you go. That's it.
Buddy Rich.
Yeah. Are you gonna buy a Switch?
Probably not.
No? All right.
You're making me want to, but probably not.
Come on. Fucking, they've got an NVIDIA GPU in there. It's got 4 gigabytes of RAM next month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. They're quick. Holy shit. They announced it like last week.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's next month. Unless time has been...
Well, maybe in the holiday season, dude. It's gonna
get a Black Friday Switch Lite.
It's gonna come with 3 games.
I don't know if I can wait that long.
I don't blame you, but I'm just saying.
You're right, though. I really want to play this for Pokemon as well. And Pokemon doesn't come out until November. So.
What man, there's so many Pokemon. Nah, I'm not gonna get one.
You're not?
Nope.
Dude, look at this Pokemon Nintendo Switch. It looks dope as
fuck. All right, I'm back in. So, do you have to have Wi-Fi to play the games?
I don't know. None of the articles were addressing that, but it doesn't seem like it.
But if it's single player, you should be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Zelda and things like that. Like,
because if I can take that
and play
in my car with me and like take it to work, so like when I'm on my breaks, I could play. I'd be into that.
Oh, absolutely. That's all I want it for too. Is like downtime.
Mhm.
You know, I don't even want it to like.
You wouldn't even use it at home. You play PlayStation at home.
Yeah, I'd play it, you know, at Mike's when I'm waiting or something.
When you're at your girlfriend's family's barbecues.
After I'm done eating, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And you wash your hands because you don't want barbecue sauce on that
Definitely.
pretty Switch.
Definitely. Oh, no, you think I'm going to have it without a glove on it? Excuse me?
You're just going to wear white gloves while you play it?
Yeah. I'll wear gloves and I'll put one of those rubber fucking condoms over it.
Yeah. Is it touchscreen? Is the Switch itself touchscreen?
I believe so. I want to say yes. But I could be thinking about like the PS. What's the new PSP now?
I don't think there is one, is there? The
There
PS
is-
Vita.
Yeah.
That's still a thing, huh? They don't push that, do they?
They shouldn't.
I'm
Because
curious now.
they shouldn't, and I think you brought it up that like Nintendo cornered and dominates the handheld market.
Yeah.
Like they can come out with a portable, but if Game Boy or if like there you go, if Nintendo came out with a Game Boy, you're like, do you want another Game Boy? It's always yes. It's always if somebody bought me a Game Boy for Christmas, I would not be upset in the slightest. Like
Yeah.
any of the Game Boys. Well, maybe not the brick, but who knows? I might need a jack stand. So
I feel like you can use your PS Vita to like remote play your PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because that's cool.
Very cool. I remember trying to play Call of Duty on my phone. It was garbage. The only thing about the Switch Lite that's going to change is that the games that use like motion and like that you can use multiple Joy-Cons, that you can't do that with a Switch. You can't use the motion in the Joy-Con controller.
Yeah.
And you can't use multiple. So it is going to be, you know, a fucking Game Boy Advance on steroids.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's not a game changer for me because the games I want to play, I don't necessarily need multiple Joy-Cons, but it would be cool. I think the experience would be fun if we could have 6 Joy-Cons and one screen and we're all playing Super Smash Brothers in a parking lot, you know? That'd be fun.
Yeah. If you could connect multiple controllers to the same light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It would also be neat if there's a way, like, to use your, like, if you have a smart TV, to connect it so you could play on your TV, like, but hold the controller still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
mirror
I bet
it.
there is.
If you just, like,
There's probably like an HDMI
Google
port out.
what's it called? Chromecast type deal.
Oh, yeah, that would probably even be less wires the better. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Just direct like Bluetooth connect that shit.
Yo, PS Vitas be like $150 at most.
Cool. Well, I'll save that extra 50 and get my
Get
light.
a fucking Nintendo Switch.
The
That's a good
Pokemon
point.
Special Edition's coming out. Pre-orders in gray, yellow, and turquoise.
So, are they gonna go back to the original Pokemon? I thought I heard that rumor that they were gonna like re-release sort of. Like
that
the
would be a
original.
great idea, but I think they should save that for like an anniversary of a game.
That's probably a good idea. 40 years.
Yeah. Because Pokemon Game Freak, I guess, made it. Was that 94, 95? Fuck, how old was I? Maybe 97. What year was Pokemon?
I don't know, dude.
Because
let's find out.
Because then they just missed the 20th. They should do it on the 25th anniversary.
97.
97?
Oh, wait, that's a TV show. Sorry.
I mean, the TV show and the game kind of blew up at the same time, whether they were released.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, in terms of mainstream, yeah.
Is when they blew up?
People got them at the same time, essentially. But that would be ideal. I would do that if I was making a game. A 25th generation, we bring it back. We keep the new controls, but bring it back to the original. Like you start in Pallet Town, but now you're playing Pallet Town third person. You're like, oh fuck,
yeah, that would be cool.
Let's do this.
Yes. 1996.
96.
You were 5. I was 5.
Yeah, so I was 6. Shit. We're so old.
Yeah.
But I am still excited. It looks like Pokemon looks fun. I love like family-friendly, platformy, turn-based combat, easy access games. They're entertaining and exactly what I need for it.
Sometimes.
Really? I brought my Game Boy everywhere though. I was that kid.
That's fair. That's the only fucking. But I have an iPad. I should be playing my iPad.
Right, but the iPad's just. It's the problem with trying to take the iPad everywhere is it's not comfortable to take it everywhere. You have to hold it like a book.
Why is the light gonna be different?
It's like thinner. You can slip it in a backpack. Like any pocket on my bag will fit that, but this doesn't fit in the top pocket of my backpack. Like,
That switch ain't gonna fit there.
I bet it would. We're gonna find out next month. No, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it.
Yes, you are. Fucking do it.
I might. No, you're right. I probably will.
Don't fucking you commit and then you're just gonna falter, dude. What kind of fucking person are you?
It's a monetary decision more than anything.
You're you need to stand by your word.
I guess.
Trust you no more.
But yeah, that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, that should be fun.
With Nintendo Switch Lite.
You can let me play it. I'll play it open mics while you're doing sound.
So at every open mic.
Yeah, exactly. I'll actually come and stay.
You're gonna give it back and be like, "Hey man, don't delete my file."
I'm on load B.
Yeah,
okay.
mine is Willie D.
B.
Okay, we can wrap this shit up. I had news, but like I said, it's Prime Day. There's plenty of good deals on games for the next 48 hours. Hopefully, when you're hearing this, it's still Prime Day. I plan to get this out soon. So,
Word up.
Anything else you have to plug, William Henderson? Will it D?
I don't know, dude. Probably not.
Probably not. All right, guys. We'll see you next time on another episode of Gameboiz. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Hadouken! He's on fire! Come here!
It's me! Listen!